Hello! Good morning. Well, again, morning for me, as per usual. Hello and welcome to my knitting podcast videos. I don't know if we're still calling them podcast videos, but here we are. Yes, my name is Taylor, if you do not know already. And yeah. So how have you been? How's life? I think I posted last Friday, something like that. So I kind of wanted to keep consistency again. Although I have not finished anything since the ILTA. Yeah. I hope you guys are all doing well. And we'll kind of just jump into the works in progress. We'll start with something that hasn't been touched, which is the sock. Haven't touched the sock at all. Nothing new on the sock. I actually didn't do too much more on the Vulcan. Don't know if I had ripped it back again. I'm splitting for the arms, and because I'm going from in the round to working back and forth, I apologize for the traffic outside. Because it's going from working in the round to back and forth, the gauge is starting to get a little weird, and it's making the pattern weird, and I don't know how to combat that. I don't know if I could somehow maybe work it in a way that I could stay in the round but still leave armholes to be made. Like, I wasn't expecting the gauge to change as much as it did, but it definitely has as I'm going up back and forth. So that's something I'll have to work out, but still in love with the pattern itself and the way it looks. So hopefully I can figure that out and make it look consistent all the way through. So yeah. And then I showed you guys the November sweater that I tore apart an old sweater for. It's a mess. It's a mess because I stopped working the body, but I didn't want to break the yarn, because it seems like when I break this yarn, it doesn't hide very well when you like reattach. I'll show you what I mean if I can find it. Maybe I can't find it. Yeah, so like there is a knot from the strings being tied together, and it's just kind of making it really uneven. Same thing here, which I'm hoping will come out while I wash it, but I want to avoid doing it as much as possible. But I put down the body to start the sleeve. I really like doing the sleeves first. I think it gets them out of the way. It gets the sleeves out of the way, and that's nice. It feels nice to knit the body and be like, oh, it's done. So yeah, that's the November sweater. Nothing new on it because I have been I told you guys last time that sweater the other November sweater I was making out of a hand spun was too itchy. So I washed it in vinegar, trying to soften it, and just it's a little too much prickle for my skin. So I went on to Ravelry and I found a shawl pattern, which you'll have to give me one moment. I will get the pattern sheet. Okay. So this is the pattern. I'll see if I can get that to... You can kind of see it's got really cool pattern kind of running through it, giving it lines. You can see it a whole lot better in real life than my camera is picking it up. But yeah, this is the pattern I found that I felt I would enjoy as a giant shawl. So yeah, it's called Linya, I think. Yes. Linya is a shawl worked laterally with garter stitch and slipped stitches. Its parallel lines embellish it with simplicity. I really enjoy it. I enjoy working on it. It's a lot more intuitive than you would expect. Although I'm still looking at the pattern, it's still generally brainless. Yeah, I'll try to remember to post it in the description bar, a link to the pattern. But yeah, I really like it. Can I say that enough? I think a shawl would be better for the yarn just because of how itchy it is. Because a shawl, you know, it might get on your neck, but for the most part it's over clothes and it's such a warm yarn, you know. I am gonna have to get a bigger cord because this is, I'm not even done the second section and I'm already like starting to fill this cord up. So that's all of that actually. Yay. So no finished objects. I'll kind of knit on the November sleeve and talk for a little bit if you'd like to stay. Yes. So, hello. Today's kind of a really exciting day. We're doing a fun thing at work tonight. Like tonight, it's later, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. As I've said previously, I really do enjoy this job more than I was expecting to. So yeah, today doesn't really have much in it other than making a video for you guys. You know, catching up, chatting a little bit. I'm also trying to send some fiber to a mill. Not sure how long it'll take exactly. I have some approximate times for how long it will take to process, but we don't know. Don't know yet. Excited and nervous as all heck. You know, you're trusting somebody to not felt it and not mess it up and not destroy it and send it back to you as the yarn product that you want. But I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'll be trying to get that sent out today. Before the job thing. So yeah. It's been not a stressful week, but I don't know, I'm not someone void of any sort of mental heaviness. I guess is a good way to put it. I consider myself very mentally strong. Like, I don't succumb to feelings of negativity too easily. Which doesn't mean I don't have them, and doesn't mean I can't sympathize, be empathetic towards people who do. Just today has been, or the past week has been just a bit of a roller coaster. It's like that sometimes. And that's when I remind myself to give myself some grace, not necessarily letting myself off the hook, but giving myself grace and understanding that I need to do better next time. Or, giving myself more self-care and showing myself that I care. I find cooking really helps me do that. Just providing your body nourishment, especially in a good dish. Always. Always helps me. Taking a shower, giving yourself a massage. I'd like to, there's lymph drainage massages I give my legs sometimes when I'm feeling especially particular. And I don't know, I like doing it before bed, and it just helps kind of relieve the stress for the day and takes it out of the mind. And I don't know, I feel like I forget to let go of the energies of the day to allow myself to have a more fulfilling sleep, I guess, is the best way to put it. I've been dreaming a lot lately. Not sure if anybody else has been or not. I don't know, just being able to remember them well, and I have been writing them down to, sorry about that noise. I have been writing them down, trying to remember them even more. But, yeah, it's just been a heavy week. But we're taking it with grace and taking it in stride. And I find a lot of my problem comes from just the inner dialogue about everything in my head. Sometimes you just need to tell the monkey brain, stop. Just think about the breath. Think about breathing. Stop thinking about everything else and everything else this and everything else that, and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I always notice it to make my mood worse. It's one thing, overthinking is one thing. What I'm talking about is literally just having a thought about everyone and everything. Having something in my head to say. And 9 times out of 10, it's something negative. It's not something helpful or supportive or anything like that. So there's really no point, there's no point in doing that to yourself. I'm trying I just licked the fiber. I'm trying the spit splice on this yarn. It's not unspun yarn, but it sure does break like it. So I'm trying to split splice it together, which is kind of working. It's actually a really good idea if it does work, because then I don't have to make knots and I don't have to ruin the integrity of the well, I guess it's not the integrity I'd be messing up. It's the holes I'm making too big. Always experimenting, I swear. I think that worked though, as long as it doesn't break in it. That's like my biggest worry, always, especially with yarns like this. I could just rip it apart if I really wanted to. Don't do that, Taylor, but could. Yeah. So today's an exciting day though. I'm hoping I can get this 5% off and I can hope to see it in a few months. It will definitely take a minute to get done. So they say the approximate lead time is like 6 months, so we'll see. In the meantime, I can definitely get some more skirted and ready. So yes, it's very exciting. I haven't been reading as much as I've wanted to. I have plenty of books to read, but just not allowing myself that time for some reason. It's hard to prioritize some things. Especially when, like, you have other things that definitely need your attention more than that thing does. But we'll get there. You know, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, Taylor. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be kind of a shorter video. Do tell me if you've made it this far, if you like longer videos or shorter videos. I'd really love to know, so I can plan on making them longer or shorter. I know in the past I have talked about making other videos not related to knitting, and I still do want to do that. I just feel like I need to be not necessarily in a better place. I need to be not so... It's like I've tried recording those videos and I just always seem to fall down rabbit holes, and I don't know. That's something I feel like some people would appreciate, but it doesn't get the point across that I always want to get across. Then again, maybe I should have less expectation for the video being something if I'm not going to script it. So, you know. We'll see. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, morning. Thank you again.